Hi, I'm Marcus.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Today we're going to be taking you around campus, giving you a little tour, just so you can see around campus before you actually come here. I'll be presenting the first bit, then Laura, then Zoe. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments section below and we'll try and answer them as we go around. First up, we have the TV. Now this is a new venue and it's really nice place to socialise and meet new friends. There's a nice cocktail menu and there's food and things like DIY s'mores, and there's tables outside, so if it's a lovely day like it's today, you can sit outside and enjoy the sun. If we move to my right, we'll have the Lincoln Performing Arts Centre, or the LPAC building, and this has the Sing Cafe bar in it, and it also has an auditorium. It's also the place, if you are doing a performing arts course, then you'll have most of your lectures and sessions in here, because it's where most of the research spaces are, not research, rehearsal spaces. If we move down here, we'll see we're about to come to the library. It also gives you a sense for the larger campus in general, a really nice area. The library now, the library is open because reading is what?
Fundamental!
Fundamental, yes. I hope I don't trip up when I try and walk backwards. Apologies in advance if I do. So the library is open, there's 24 hours study spaces available for you. It's chock full of resources and expertise from subject librarians. And there's lots of advice inside that as well. There's printing services on site, although we do ask that you be environmentally conscious and don't print out things for no reason. There's a click and collect service which you can use online at library.lincoln.ac.uk. You can reserve a book that you need, or a textbook, or sheet music, whatever it may be, and you can collect it from the collection room, which is just inside there to the left. So it's a really nice building, and it looks really pretty as well. A lot of people spend a lot of time in the library, because it's a really nice space. Here is the Careers Employability Centre. This is just inside the library to the right. That's where you get advice on not just your graduate career, but also finding part-time employment while you're in your studies. There's also lots of advice and stuff for after university as well. Maybe that's finding further study or finding a job, applying for stuff. And you can also access the Career Link portal online, which is a service that helps you gives you advice and helps you with any information that you might need regarding careers. There's also a place where you can submit a CV and it gives you a score of 100, and so you can make sure you have the best CV that's going to catch the attention of potential employers. If we move over here, see the entrance shed, which is over there. That's the SU's biggest venue for performance. There's lots of events that go on here, lots of gigs, so make sure you check the website for any gigs that are coming up. You can buy tickets and enjoy those. It's a really nice space, it's a really nice atmosphere inside. It's also where a lot of the fairs are going to be for freshers. So the Societies Fair, the Freshers Fair, all sorts of stuff's going on in there. And so if you're ever unsure about where something might be, check on the website. It's probably in the introduction. Okay. If we go here, we'll go to Towers, which is the main sort of food and drink place around here. And we'll also talk a little bit about the SU. This is the Tower Bar. It's also where the University of Lincoln Students' Union is located. The SU has all been elected democratically by the students, and it's their main point of contact between the students and the university. So if you ever have any questions, comments or advice, or anything you think could be done better, or any questions about the university in general, go through the Students' Union. There's also loads of extracurricular events and extracurricular activities, such as societies, sports teams, etc., as well as volunteering, both on campus and in the community. So go on the SU website to see all of that. Tower Bar as well, if you want to support the Students' Union, go to Tower Bar. There's loads of food and drink. You can try the tabletop Tuesday and have a game of pool as well. It's a really nice social space. So I'm going to hand you over to Laura for the next section of the talk.
Wonderful. I'd just like to apologise for the wind noise. As you can probably tell from my hair, it is quite windy here. So if you see me messing with my hair, that'll be why. So we're going to go off to my area of the university, which is where we kind of do all of the film stuff, and it's where a lot of lectures will take place. But before that, we have got a bit of a walk. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what it's like to be here at university, and hope I don't bore you too much. So I am just about to start my second year at university. I do film production, and so it's been quite interesting. I haven't spent a lot of time on campus, but I do enjoy it when I do get to come on campus. It's a nice vibe, it's a nice atmosphere. It does look like we're going to have to take the stairs. Very unfortunate, but also very handy because this is a pretty new building or new stairway. It's almost like a stairway to heaven, but not as fun and a lot more work. So if I'm very out of breath afterwards, that will be why. But it does get lovely views over the Brayford, which we'll talk about in a bit. Do you guys want to tell me about your favourite parts of the university?
Certainly. You probably can't see me, but I'm definitely out of shot. But yeah, I like this part because it's close to the high street, so it's close to all of the shops. Enjoy a bit of studying in the library. You can maybe have a drink at the tower. It's really nice. Zoe?
I also really like this park, but I also like further up near the Minerva building. We've got really great study spaces, and it's also really nice accommodation as well, so you don't have to go too far for everything that you need.
In traditional Lincoln fashion, the train has just come as we climbed up all those stairs, which will happen every time. Trust me on that. I'm posting a live tour. So as you can see, the beautiful here. This is the Brayford. You've got the cathedral off in the distance. So you've got loads of shops there. You've got the cinema. You've got food. You've got restaurants. Places to be all like. And amazing views, especially on the sunset. Take it all in, admire it, it's beautiful. Let's keep going. So like I said, there's loads of things to do on the break. My favourite is the cinema, only because I don't have as many friends to go out and go to the restaurants. Instead, I just watch loads of Marvel movies and anything that's on in the cinema. Mainly because I'm also a film student. We've got Wagamama's, which is on the water, which is very cool. Unfortunately, I don't like that kind of food, but it is there if you do like that kind of food. Okay. As you can see, the barriers have just lifted, but that's fine. Just pretend like we didn't go up those stairs for no reason. So this is a beautiful walkway leading to Minerva. You can see on the Brayford on the side there, you've got loads of wildlife around it as well. You might see all the swans, you've got the little, I don't want to say swans because I don't know the word, but you've got baby swans here as well, always very cute. You might even be lucky enough to feed them. If you do, not bread, because isn't that like junk food for swans and ducks? So get some nice seeds or something if you do want to just sit and relax in this beautiful weather. Make sure to wear suntan lotion though. So it is a bit of a long walk along here, but it's beautiful. Trust me on that. We're going to be heading to Minerva building, which is, like I said before, where I spend a lot of my time. There's lecture theatres there. We've got the peer cafe that I'll talk about, so loads of support services and loads of study areas as well. So it's really a bit of everything, you know. Anything that you want, you'll probably find in that building there. Fingers crossed this year, you'll actually spend a lot more time on campus. Like I said, I'm just about to start my second year. So in my first year, I didn't get to spend as much time on campus. When I did, everything was socially distanced, wearing masks. There's lots of sanitising stations everywhere. So make sure you do keep yourself healthy and have a lateral flow test every twice a week, roughly. So that's what they recommend anyway. Well, yeah. It's always good to make sure you're tested and safe. I'm just realising how long this walkway is, but it'll be fine. We'll just keep walking. Hey, you guys want to comment anything? What do you like about this area?
I really like this walk because it looks massive, but then once you're actually walking home and you've done it a few times, it goes by really quickly. It's also quite relaxing in the evening times, so when it's a little bit starting to get darker but it's not pitch black, it's really nice and relaxing. Also, we'd like to apologise if we keep cutting out because we're moving around campus, sometimes the signal goes a bit haywire. Apologies for that.
As you can see, there's lots of benches along here, so you are just able to just sit and relax. If you've had a long day, lots of stressful lectures or enjoyable lectures, either way, you can just sit here and watch the beautiful scenery. It's quite a nice quiet time as well, except when the trains can pass, which isn't very often. So you're just able to relax and just be in the moment. Be the main character, as they say. You know, be all that mischievous person with a coffee that you get from the cafe and sit with a book, or everybody like, what are they? And because you are the main character. So here we are, the Minerva building. As I've hyped up quite a lot, Minerva actually means goddess of wisdom, which is very fancy, and I know because I did a TikTok on it. So here you can see we've got the Pier Cafe. That's where they do really fancy latte foam art, which is always very exciting, and that's how you know it's high class. You get nice food and drinks there, lots of hot coffee, anything you want is at the Pier Cafe. Now, to go into this building, you probably will have to wear a mask, so that's handy. I've got mine right here. Probably hides on my spots as well. Make sure you do follow the one-way system that's laid out, just to be on the safe side. There's loads of signs everywhere, so you can't really go wrong. So, first of all, here we have the Student Support Centre. That is where on the ground floor of Minerva, so straight as you walk in from this entrance, and it's got the advice service, student funding, residential wardings, and student support teams. They can help you with so many things, anything to do with what I've just listed, and they're the people to go to. It's a really amazing service. As you walk on, you've got all these things here. It's a lovely big building. We've also got this is the eat and drink just along here, and around here you've got the IT services. Now they are operating currently as you have to book an appointment, but make sure you do that, or you can have an appointment over the phone, where you don't have to ring up, just be like, hey, can I help them? And they'll help you with any issues that you have connecting to the university Wi-Fi or logging into Blackboard or anything like that. They're the people. Very handy, very smart people. I'm getting quite hungry looking at all this food, but they do lovely food, good control lane, and it's a great place to come and relax. We've got loads of seating area right here, and it is wonderful. You've also got the English Language Centre, which is for international students who English isn't necessarily their first language, so they offer drop-in sessions where you can go and chat and basically air out any of your concerns, one-to-one sessions, and it's really good if you do this in class. Around what we see like the theatres, they're the big ones that you might see in all of the movies, and it does make you feel like you've really officially arrived at university. On the second floor, on the first floor, depending on how you're looking at this in the ground floor, we've got loads of study space and study areas there, and then we've also got independent learning areas as well, loads of lounges and everything like that. Make sure you move out the exit. It's still a one-way system. And look who I found. They went boring way. So here we have the Swan. That is your student services. It's all run by students as well. Around out here during Freshers Fair, we'll have like stalls and everything, so you can really like make the most and get to know people and everything like that.
They do really good chicken strips.
They do really good chicken strips apparently. We've got more buildings here. You've got PTB, you've got the Stephen Langton building, everything like that. I want to talk about the Wellbeing Centre, which is just over here. They are amazing support if you've got any like disabilities, any mental health issues, or you just want to talk and have an open conversation. They are the people to go to. You can book an appointment there, or you can just drop in, and it's all safe and very private, and they handle your issue with care. Amazing people to go to. Trust them with my life, honestly. Next up, you've got the health service. Make sure you're registered with your doctor or with the uni doctor before you come here, or you can do it here, just go in and fill a form, or ideally do it online. Everything's online nowadays. It's all you need. And you can go there if you have any issues, or if you need to transfer any medication when you come to uni, they're the people to go to.
Hi guys, she said I'm Zoe and I'll be giving you a little bit more of this tour. As we come up on some of our accommodations, I'll be talking to you about the accommodations office. The accommodations office is a year-round service which provides any help that you might need, whether it's replacing it because you've left it somewhere in class, or any maintenance issues from a leaky tap to just wanting to change out your chairs, as well as, if you stay in Viking House, Signet Wharf or Courts, you also have your post and parcels delivered here as well. They are open all the time to be able to answer any questions that you might have, whether it's you're not getting on well with your housemates, as well as just having a chat about whether or not you want to move rooms or you want to stay the following year. As you can see this way. Sorry for any cutting out. We have a couple issues due to internet, as well as sorry for any wind issues that may cause any verbal feedback. As we go around this way, we'll see a little bit more of our courts. So I personally didn't stay here in my first year, but I had a lot of friends who did. And they said it was lovely, perfect, and they've got beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows that can really show the beauty of Lincoln during the night. My apologies, I'm a little out of breath. I have also stated, as we see here, Signet Wharf, up here, a very beautiful building. Signet actually means baby swan, as you can tell from our university. Swans are really our thing. We also have, as we come this way, we also have a sports centre, which has now been reopened with the gym, with now social distancing as well as sanitation stations, so you can get the full gym experience, as well as you can rent it out for any team sport, social sports, and recreational activities. But make sure as well as the exercise library is still online.
Did you stay in Coursework?
I did not.
You didn't. What I did, and it's an amazing experience being right here on the campus, to get to know everyone. You're close to everything. It's just a wonderful experience. And not to brag, I was one of the lucky people who had a balcony. So I had amazing views. I know, not to brag or anything, but I had amazing views of the sunset, and we were just relaxed outside. It was wonderful. And everyone's also in their first year, so you're all in the same boat as well, which is a really handy place to be when you're worrying about making friends. It's certainly a big thing that I was worried about. And it's all just amazing experience. We're literally going to go past my court. I'm trying to get sentimental and cry a little bit, but okay, I'm wearing sunglasses, so you might be able. It's a big place as well.
There are also other accommodations around here as
There
well.
are.
Yeah, it's not just also courts. Just over the bridge, we have friends that went to Pavilion. I stayed at Pavilion. Where did I stay?
Good question. Where did you stay?
I stayed at Junction.
You stayed at Junction. Was it nice?
Yes, it was really nice, but that's a private
I thought it was on the
accommodation. I don't think it's one of the university accommodations, but it might as well be because it's so Pavilion is the bridge. If you stay at, like I said before, at Viking House, Courts, or Signet, you'll be getting your mail and parcels from the accommodations, as well as if you're staying at Signet Wharf and Courts, you will have your laundry at the one. This laundry services, I'm sure there are videos on our channels that talk you through how to use the laundry services on our channel.
We could make a group activity out of them. I remember being here, you could actually check on it live to see if there were machines free, which is always very handy. All you drink, get all available. So make sure you check it beforehand, and it's a really easy thing to do.
And also, don't be that person that leaves all your laundry in the machine and never comes back for it.
Yeah.
Because one, your clothes can get a bit mildewy, that's quite nice. Also, there are other people, and please be courteous. Other people do need to use the machine. Don't just leave it there and go for a 2-hour lecture, go for a lunch, have a quick chin wag with a friend, and then come back. Just remember, be courteous to everybody else that lives in the building.
And like I said, we're walking through courts currently, but we have done live tours of other accommodations like the university owns, so be sure to check them out if you are like feeling a bit left out, you're not staying in courts. That is fine. I know I hyped it up a lot, but I'm sure there are plenty of other university owned accommodation that's just as great. I know, I've done TikToks about them. Speaking of laundry, there it is right there, this wonderful beige kind of weird brick colour building. That's it. That's the laundry. We're not going to go in there because it might be a little bit weird. Just trust us on this. We're hosting a live tour. Where to next? Is it the sports centre?
Yes,
it is
the sports centre.
More stairs?
More stairs!
I did not sign up for this.
More exercise. Exercise is
What are
good.
you trying to say about it?
I'm not saying anything about it.
Okay.
That's one thing you'll learn in Lincoln. There's always lots of places. There's several McDonald's we have on campus. I think a bit of walking could do us some
campus,
good.
yeah. You mean that's not where we're going for our lunch break?
No.
Can I just go there?
I mean, it's following along this nice, lovely walkway. Can even give you a nice fashion show as well.
I'll let you do it, thanks.
Paris.
Slay that runway, honey. Love it.
Lincoln, as you've said, you are the main character of your own story.
Work along here, you know, with some headphones in, and you completely ignore everybody else.
I mean, don't bump into it.
Well, I mean, don't do that. But like, if you did, it would be really cool. And they'd be like, "Hey, who's that?"
So as you can see here is our lovely sports centre. This has recently been reopened with gym facilities, now with sanitation and social distancing rules, making sure everybody's safe so we can all get the full gym experience. I love the gym, but I'm not very good at going. So if you can't make it inside of the building itself, they do have exercise on their website. So as well as live classes that you can tune into. I have a gym mat at home that when I can't be bothered to come in, I can actually work out at home, keep myself fit and healthy. As you can tell, I'm not very healthy right now. I'm a bit windy. So maybe I should be popping back in anytime soon. As well as you can have team training here. So if you join a sports society, I personally this year I'm planning to join Netball Society. Not sure if I want to join for the uni or just for a social sport, which you can also do here. But you can also rent it out for recreational activities. So I think a friend of mine did rent it out last year for a recreational activity. But as you can see, we've got a nice, lovely court with netball and football and all sorts of different sport lines.
Not to be confused with the accommodation courts.
Yes. But also, just down there, we have pavilions, like I mentioned, which is another university accommodation centre that you can go to. It's great. I love pavilions, actually. They have a nice shop underneath the accommodation, so you don't have to walk all the way back into town for chippy or milk, because I always forget to buy milk. And dry cereal isn't fun. So, as we're walking back this way, you can see. As we're walking back this way, we're walking back into the main campus. Please be wary of these lovely trees and foliage. As much as they are great for our ecosystem, they do bump into your legs every now and again. So, another lovely long walk, like I said before. You'll be getting great exercise while here. There's no need to bring a car, really. There's no need. Everything is walking distance. between all of the stuff I need on a day-to-day basis, it's about a 10-minute walk each way, unless I want to go the scenic route, because obviously Lincoln is a very beautiful place. In this way, I'll give you a bit more about my own experience. I'm going into second year doing computer science, and I love it. It's very difficult of a course, but it's great. All the lecturers and tutors are really helpful, and remember to always talk to your tutors. Always keep in contact, because there's moments where you may need them for certain activities, or also your coursework that you might not quite understand. You might need to talk to someone about it. So don't keep isolated. Also talk to your course mates. I had a massive group chat with a bunch of my course mates in first year, and it was great. We would converse about exams, as well as reminding me the exam was tomorrow and not the day after, because that can happen. Because the day's kind of flowing, you soak in the uni life and then forget that today is Thursday and not Wednesday. As we turn this corner, we'll be getting back on to the main campus where we started. And you'll be seeing some more buildings where, depending on your lectures, you'll be having your lectures and as we go this way, we have the Janet Lane Clanton building. What course happens there again?
Good question. Don't know.
I mean, if you're having a course there, you'll know.
Not three. So it doesn't do film, it doesn't do music.
And it doesn't do any engineering
Yeah.
course.
So if you have any of those other ones, chances are you'll be
Yes.
there.
Also, as we approach, you'll see our brand new medical school. Yes, it's a brand spanking new building.
I remember when there was nothing there but a field.
But yes, it's very beautiful, large. And here, if you're doing medical courses, this is where you will be. You have plenty of seating inside of those rooftops. Biomedical and health sciences. What's the word? Equipment. Yes. So if you're looking for anything to do with pharmacy, biomedicine, nursing, etc., that's where you'll be finding all of those lovely books and articles that you may need for any research that you may need. So your arts bridge, which is another way to get from here to Minerva. We also have
That was the Nicodemus Hay building. This one.
Nicodemus Hay as well. Look, maybe confusing. Sorry. Where they will be doing art and architecture courses, as well as we have an open studio that can be rented out by not just art students, but other societies and groups that may need both. For example, I'm a community society. Oh, we're back. Hopefully one of our pieces can also make it as the building of the art styles from animation to life to photography. So there's no discrimination in terms of your art. Also, as we can see over here, we have my personal favorite building, the Fusion building. As a tech course person, as a person doing a tech course, this is where I have the majority of my
Cut out again. Oh, we're back. Sorry, carry on.
lectures and seminars in this building. There's also a 24-hour ICT room where if you don't have the services at home to be able to do some of your work, you can do it here or in the library, as we stated before. It's a lovely building, and there's a nice cafe inside that I personally love to go to, especially just before a lecture. A 9 a.m. lecture is killer. Sometimes I forget to take some water or even a cup of coffee before I go. So the centres in there are perfect. Oh, yeah. Repeating again, this is the La Haye's building, where if you're doing an architecture or art course, this is where you'll be having seminars and lectures, as well as the Peter de Wint building just left of it. As you can see, some lovely marble art on the windows. Get closer. I appreciate this lovely art. So yes, the Peter de Wint building, again another art and architecture building, where if you're doing any art and architecture courses such as fashion, media and photography, this will be where you'll be having the majority of your lectures. So I think that basically wraps up the tour.
I think that wraps up the tour. For anyone who missed anything, we will be posting this live tour to Facebook and YouTube, or you can watch us do it all again on Instagram at 2 or TikTok at 3.
Yes.
Amazing! I think that was a wonderful exercise. I can't wait to do it all again in about half an hour.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. We are on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
On all of them.
We're on
All of
everything.
them.
And
And
we also-
Spotify
And
And
Spotify,
Spotify,
apparently.
for our
also-
podcast.
We've got a podcast. We've got a
We've got a
podcast.
podcast,
So-
don't forget. And we
Yeah.
also have an app.
Yes.
We're very technologically savvy
And a
over here.
website too.
And a website where we will have articles as well as links to some of our YouTube videos as well. Anything we might need to help you with student life as you come to Lincoln.
Yes, be sure to follow us at UL Student Life everywhere.
Yes.
We are
And
everywhere.
you'll be seeing more of our lovely faces on
Hopefully.
those websites.
Oh,
Thank you
my
so
God.
much for watching. Bye.